God day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Another day, another day. So grateful to be here. Thank you. You know, I like to be in gratitude. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we shift your perspective to only see what you wish to experience. God day, wonderful people. Definitely a great day to be on this side of the dirt. How many know that you didn't have to get up? Huh? How many know you didn't have to wake up today? How many know that thousands of people worldwide unalived while they were sleeping? Y'all know that's a real thing? Welcome to the morning shift, where we shift your perspective to only see what you wish to experience. Why is that important? Your perspective creates your life. Your perspective creates everything you are. And I am the big deal. Shout out. First of all, shout out to my viewers, man, to be watching me and giving me feedback on what's what. Some people say, I see you drink a lot, water in your mouth. You don't really hydrate like you're supposed to. You should drink tea, hot tea. Hot tea would do way better when you're speaking. And I'm like, okay. So shout out to that. And, then some of my people sent me a whole little box of tea, man, different teas, throat teas and stuff. So I'm appreciative of that. The big deal. I'm kind of a big deal. Little string out here trying to get in my mouth, bro. What's up? Welcome to the morning shift. Today, we just want to start with a little gratitude. Let's turn this up a little bit. What's up with you, TikTok? Today we're going to talk about don't you give up on your dreams. Don't you give up on your dreams. No matter what, don't you give up on your dreams, man. Don't you give up on your dreams. They were meant to happen. Don't you give up on your dreams. They were meant to happen. Don't you give up on your dreams. They were meant to happen. They were meant to happen. Today is going to be a good talk. I feel like a lot of things have happened in the world that a lot of things are happening that if you're not careful, if you're not mindful, it will keep you from dreaming. It will make you think that the dream is lost and there's really no need to dream. How many people felt that before? Like, you know what? There's so much going on, it don't even matter no more, right? There's so much going on, I'll just play the back. I heard some people say, man, it's don't you know it's so much going on, man? It don't even matter about worrying about nothing else. But let me tell you, all the distractions that's happening in the world today, is all set to make you stop dreaming. If I can distract you, then I can keep you from your dream with little effort at all, right? If I can distract you, then I don't have to worry about you going after the greater things in life because you'll be focused on distractions, right? If I can distract you,
I got you. If I can distract you, I have you. So let me tell you today, don't allow nothing to distract you. Don't allow nothing to steal that dream from you. Don't let nothing make you think that it's too late. Welcome to the morning shift, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation with Corey Cofield. We stream Monday through Saturday, 5:30 AM PST, 7:30 AM CST, and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Today's message is a powerful reminder. Don't you dare give up on your dreams. Too many people walk away from their goals right before the finish line. Whether it's fear, fatigue, or frustration, giving up too soon can cost you everything you've been working for. On today's episode, we're diving into the truth that dreams do come true, but for only those who hold on when it gets hard. Today, we'll go over why persistence beats talent in the long run, how sacrifice is necessary, and how scientific studies prove that successful favors those who keep going. We'll separate dreams. We'll separate dreamers who succeed from dreamers who surrender. All right. We'll deal with a lot of statistics, real life stuff. Y'all know I like to come up with receipts. We'll deal with real life issues or real life people who stuck to it and it paid out for them. And then we'll also deal with real life people who gave up too soon, right before the breakthrough. We'll talk about the difference it takes. We'll talk about endurance. So if you think some of this stuff could be helpful, share it with somebody today for me. Share it with somebody who you think who needs to hear the message today. Don't give up on your dreams. Share it with somebody you know that need to hear that, you know what? You're going to make it. All right? Share that with somebody. So look, a lot of things is happening in the world. A lot of things is happening in the world that make us think that, you know what, we might as well give up. It's not necessary. You know what? Stop dreaming. Let's go take the path of least resistance and just stop dreaming, man. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's the worst thing you could ever do. Your dreams are God's way. Let me say this. Your dreams are Yah's way of getting his concepts into the world. And so we're talking about why is it important to go after your dreams? Because your dreams is the way that Yah gets the desires that needed to be put into the world. So the Yah's desires and your dreams need to happen. Because the way that Yah gets his revelations, the way that Yah gets what the world needs is to implant it in the dreams of the dreamer. So you think your dream is just something. You think your dream is just this small little thing. Well, I just had a dream. No, your dream is huge. Your dream is meant to change the world. Your dream was put into you so that you can put it into the world and make it a better place. But what happens if we dumb down our dreams? Then we dumb down Yah. If we dumb down our dreams, then we dumb down Yah's ability to access the world. Because we know Yah is a spirit, a presence, an entity. I don't know if I want to use entity, but Yah's not a physical person who can come down and pick this cup up. Or not come down, because I believe Yah is all around us, in us, through us, and always present. But at the end of the day, y'all needs your hands to pick a cup up, take a sip, a physical body. So when you walk away from the things you were put here to do, you walk away from y'all's plans for the world. So your plans weren't just your plans and your dreams. They weren't just little mishap things that you just happen to do. Your health has already got the good news you need. Your health has already got the good news you need. And is it Maya? Your name Maya? I hope I said that right. Maya, listen, somebody on TikTok for my other viewers. Maya, look up, heal your body through your subconscious mind. Look up on YouTube, heal your body through your subconscious mind, and DM me and we can talk about that more. But let me tell you this, if you don't get your ideas and your dreams into the world, you will feel unfulfilled. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where I am imploring you, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on the thing that you knew you were meant to do. And if y'all can, run over to YouTube and give me a subscribe, okay? That's Corey _Cofield on YouTube. I would definitely appreciate if you can do that for me, okay? Yeah, so let's get back to it. Like I said today, we're going to talk about why persistence beats talent in the long run. See, when I say don't give up on your dreams, I mean just that. See, sometimes things can be so hard. Sometimes things can be difficult where you know it seems like it's never going to work. You know, some of us been believing for so long that we feel like, you know, well, what's the use? And even in the great scriptures, I believe it's something in there that says, a scripture in there that says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. So you can literally be hoping and waiting on something for so long, it can get discouraging. And I know you've been waiting and you've been pushing, you've been believing for so long, but it seems like nothing has broke through for you. It seems like the more you try, the worse to get. It seems like it's always something, one thing after the other. I know that feeling, but I'm telling you, don't you give up. You're right there. You're right at the breaking point. You're right at the threshold where it's about to click in. But see, if you can't prove to the universe that you can stand the rain, you will never have a need for an umbrella. If you can't stand the rain, you don't need an umbrella. So you got to be able to prove that you can do what it takes. Because guess what? Often success takes a bigger toll on you than failure. Sometimes being famous can be worse than nobody knowing your name. Sometimes money brings much more problems if you're not disciplined in your mind and in your heart to be able to deal with supernatural finances. So yeah, it's a lot going on in this world, but don't you give up on your dreams. See, all this stuff that's happening right now is just a distraction, right? While we're distracted on trials, in the courts, while we're distracted on war, while we're distracted on all these things, it's certain people that's pillaging the world. While we're distracted on all this stuff that really don't hold no substance, it's people that's going after the natural minerals and all the stuff that really matter in the world. While we're distracted and worried. See, I remember this my little son in the background there. If y'all see some movement, he's back there asleep. But I remember just hearing stories of people who went through certain things but still came out swinging. People who went through certain things but still came out on top. Right? But while we being distracted, there's certain people that's doing everything they can to get all the resources. While they got us distracted on stuff that holds no contents, that holds no value at all. Bickering, arguing, got us all focused on the stuff that don't matter. But I'm telling you, I know it's been hard. I know it's been hard for you. I know sometimes you don't even know how you're going to make it, but guess what? You did. You can look back at your life right now and see all the times that you didn't know how you were going to make it out, but now you're on the other side of it. Did y'all know Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team? Somebody looked at Michael Jordan on the court at some time in his life and said, "You're not good enough. You got to go." Now, what happens if Michael Jordan gives up at that point once he get cut? What happens? What about The Rock? I heard about his story, The Rock. You know, the wrestler, big old dude, and all the superstar movies now and all that. You know, his dream was to be a professional football player, and he got cut. He got cut off the team, and he said he had a few dollars in his pocket, but he didn't give up. So even though his dream of being a professional football player didn't come to reality, he said he just consistently gave up and knew that he was meant to be great. And look what happened. And now everybody know The Rock. He's one of the biggest faces in entertainment history. The Rock. What is it? Dwayne Johnson, whatever his name is. This guy got cut from the football team, had like a few dollars in his pocket. I'm talking about not even hundreds. Didn't know what he was going to do and kept believing, and ended up being one of the greatest faces in acting history now. Did y'all know Walt Disney had another company before that failed, that went bankrupt? And guess what? Because he didn't know how to handle the finances. The company went bankrupt for bad financial practices. Walt Disney failed, belly up company, but kept going. And next thing you know, you got Disney. Let's talk about this. Why persistence beat talent in the long run? Listen to this. A groundbreaking study by Angela Duckworth, she's from the University of Pennsylvania, introduced the concept of grit, defined as passion and sustained persistence applied towards long-term achievement. Duckworth research found that grit predicts success better than talent and IQ, especially over time. In her famous West Point Military Academy study, candidates with higher grit scores were more likely to complete intensive training than those with higher intellectual and athletic talent alone. You hear that? So this Dr. Angela Duckworth from the University of Pennsylvania done a study. And she said, who can be more successful? The person that's super smart, the person that's super talented, or the person over here that just had grit? Grit. And she defined grit as passion and sustained persistence applied towards a long-term goal. So the person that had grit, a person that had that get after it, the person that said, I won't lose no matter what, they won more frequently than a person that had super high intelligence or super high talent. Not giving up matters. Not giving up works. I remember a long time ago, when I was younger, I heard of this thing called, it was the Chinese, where they captured you in war. They would do this to you, and it would literally drive people crazy. Like, it would drive people up a wall, and they would just take one drip. They would tie you down, like, and just put you on a flat surface, and they would let one drip of water at a time hit the center of your head. Just imagine. And so I'm thinking, like, what? How much torture is that? If you lay down and you just got like a one drip of water, somebody just dripping one drip of water in the center of your head, right? That don't seem like much, right? But persistently done for days and days apparently does something to the subconscious mind and literally drives the person insane, as well as actually puts and you know how the Grand Canyon started from like a little stream, and that little stream just builds and builds and builds and builds. Or you take a small snowball, you put it at the top of a mountain and you let it go, and by the time it reaches the bottom, it's an avalanche. Because persistence and long-term going, it always picks up momentum, right? So this little Chinese thing, the little one drip of water, don't matter if you only did it one time. It didn't matter if you did it, for 10, 20 minutes. But if you've done it consistently for days and days and days and days, it starts to affect on people, right? It starts to have an effect on people. So let me tell you this. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, man. The stuff that y'all put in you to do was absolutely meant to happen. Let me check this camera right here. It's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. Excuse me, TikTok. Give me a second, please. There we go. That's better. Camera kept tripping. I'm like, what the heck? But your dreams were meant to happen. They were absolutely meant to happen, or you never would have had them. And see, a lot of us allow the cares of the world and different things, to stop us from dreaming. We let relationships that we ran into that was improper stop us from dreaming. Women, you allow the man that you thought was your love, and just because it didn't happen, now you're not dreaming no more. Now you don't want another man. I don't want nothing to do with another man because, all men are dogs. Like you actually met all men. And now you've allowed one relationship to dictate your life. You allowed 2, 3 relationships to stop you from dreaming. You allowed, because you ran into somebody who cheated you, you stopped dreaming. Okay, so what? That person didn't do the right thing. That don't mean the next person won't, brother, excuse me. We have allowed people and circumstances to steal our dreams. We've allowed the cares of the world to steal our dreams. And anytime you allow something to steal your dream, you will always be haunted by the fact of what you could do. What was the possibilities? What if? What if? And I told you I worked in nursing, y'all, for years, 20 years maybe. I still do some nursing right now, working with quadriplegics, right? But when I worked in the hospitals, I've worked all over the hospitals now. literally. I've worked in all forms of healthcare, even in hospice. I've worked in hospice. And one of the biggest things that I see from people who are at the end of their road, that's finna check out, one of the biggest things that I see in people is regret. One of the biggest things I see people in life that's depressed. One of the biggest things that does it is the regret. The thought of saying, what if I would have done this, but I never did? I always wanted to do this, but I never did. I don't know. I just didn't do it. I wish I can go back. I wish I could go back. I wish I can go back. You hear that so much. Regret is one of the biggest unalivers of people's passion and people's spark. Feeling like they've missed something that they were supposed to do. Feeling like they've missed that window of opportunity. And now it's like, what's it all for? Right? But let me tell you, it's never too late. And that you heard this talk today to let you know that your dream is still alive. To let you know that what you were meant to do, the door is still open for you. So today we're going to dust off our dreams. Today we're going to dust off the things we knew we were meant to do, but society or someone else's opinion of us stopped us. Y'all don't know how many people I talk to. Y'all don't know how many people that I talk to every day that says, Corey, I used to do this, but this person or this thing or this circumstances happened and it made me stop. I stopped doing it because I got married and my husband didn't like it. Or my mom never believed that I can do it, but I knew I could. I wish I would have just did it anyway. People regretting missing different opportunities that they know they should have had. But let me tell you, there's no need to live in regret, because if you're hearing this message right now, you can get to your dreams. And if you need help with that, CoreyCofield.com is my website. Reach out to me, and I guarantee you I can help you reach some of your dreams and your goals. I'll become your partner, and we can walk together and get it done. I can give you detailed steps on how to accomplish the things you know you were meant to do. And how many know that you need a team? You need people around you that can help you achieve what you're going after. You need people around you to say, you know what, don't give up. You're almost there. Don't give up. A little longer, a little longer, a little longer. I want to look something up right quick. Let me look something up and see. What are the chances of someone succeeding and doing something great when they have someone to support them? So I just looked up, what are the chances of success when a person has someone going along with them and helping them and encouraging them? What is it, a difference between that or a person just that does it on their own? And so let's see. I mean, I'm hoping that it is, because if not, I just put my foot in my mouth, you know. Okay, let's look what the internet says. It says the chances of someone succeeding and doing something great increases significantly when they have support. Research across psychological, sociological, and business consistently show that a support system, whether emotional, financial, or strategic, greatly enhances success outcomes. A study in Harvard on adult development This 85-year-old longevity study found that strong relationships were the biggest predictor of happiness and success. People who had someone to lean on were more healthier, more successful, and lived longer. You hear that? And you hear people say, I don't need nobody. I don't need a mother. I don't need them. Yeah, you over there sitting up there shaking by yourself. I'm sorry. No, you're not shaking. I watch my words. I'm watching my words. You're not shaking. I take that back, man. Words matter. Words matter. Let no corrupt communication come out your mouth. That's not edifying or helping people. Right? But I'm letting you know you need support. And that's why I said, I'm here. I'm here. If you feel like you need that support, you need somebody to come alongside with you, run over to the website, CoreyCofield.com. We got different packages to be able to help you win, to be able to walk alongside you and help you win. That's CoreyCofield.com. Let's get back to the receipts. That was a Harvard study. And they did a study over 85 years long. They studied people. And they said people that had strong relationships were the biggest predictor of happiness and success. People that have someone to lean on were healthier, more successful, and lived longer. We need people. We need each other. Come on, man. American Psychological Association, the APA. According to the APA, people with strong social support are more likely to reach their goals, have better coping skills, show greater resilience during challenges. They're also less likely to experience depression and anxiety, both of which can hinder achievement. I'm coming with the studies, bro, that we need each other. Entrepreneurs with mentors are 3 to 5 times more likely to succeed than those who go at it alone. Now, that was an article done by TechCrunch. Come on. What's the educational impact? A study published in the Educational Research found that students with consistent adult support, even just one person, was more likely to graduate, attend college, and thrive academically, even when facing poverty or instability. You hear that? Even when people are financially in poverty and they face the instability, just having somebody to talk to, having somebody to say you're going to be okay, that made them more likely to graduate, attend college, or thrive academically. So this is why we say, yo, holler at me, CoreyCofield.com. Go over to the website. Let's see what we can do to help you be better. And it don't just helps you, it helps me. So we're talking about how longevity and persistence beats IQ and talent. Just the whole idea not to give up. That stuff matter. The mindset not to give up matters, man. And we look at a study by the University of Pennsylvania. It said that grit, which is passion and sustained persistence applied over a long period of time. That's what grit means, right? People who had grit was more likely to be successful than people who had talent and high IQs. While talent may give you a head start, persistence keep you in the race when others quit. Talent opened the door, but persistence keep you in the room. Like I said, I'm coming with receipts to show that this stuff I'm talking about is not far-fetched. This stuff I'm talking about is not far-fetched. Don't you give up on your dreams. Don't you dare give up on your dreams. You are right there. You are right there. When you dream big, you know what? One of the biggest things that has to happen before you erect a building is you got to make sure the foundation is solid. Right? You got to make sure the foundation is A1 from day one. Yo, I got bars. Make sure the foundation is day one. A1 from day one. Okay, focus. What happened if you build a building on some sand? The minute rain comes, it's going to fall. So you have to build a solid foundation before you build on it. Right? So some of us, you saying you've been dreaming for a long time. I've been waiting for a long time and nothing's happening. You're building something. You're not being delayed. You're being prepared. You're being prepared. But your dream was meant to happen. If you had a dream, it's two things that's for certain. One, it was meant to happen. Two, it was meant for you to do it. See, some of us come up with ideas and dreams, and we feel like it's so big that I possibly can't do it. Let me tell you, you are in the best place possible. You're in the best place possible. When you feel like a dream is so big that there's no way you can possibly achieve it, is when you're walking in the area that you should be in. Your dream should be so huge that it makes you say, what the H-E double hockey stick am I thinking? That's how big your dream should be. Let me turn this. My son done got up and turned the ceiling fan off in the middle of the night. This guy. If you had a dream, two things. It was meant for you to do it and it was meant to happen. See, Yah don't put nothing in you just to play games. He don't put a carrot in front of your eyes and dangle it, which you can never reach. Nope. If you had a dream, it was meant to accomplish. It was meant to accomplish it. Hold on for a second. If you had a dream, oops, excuse me, y'all. If you had a dream, it was meant to work. So what was your dream? Let's think about that. What was your dream? What did you want to do? What did you have a dream of doing, but it got took from you for some reason away? Somebody said, what? You trying to do what? Man. I remember one time I was in Detroit. I grew up from Detroit. Y'all know that. Most of y'all know that. And I was going to Kettering High School. And I remember I was taking the bus home, and there was this guy that was on the bus. He always had like a bunch of money on him and stuff in school. People would pick him up in nice cars and all this stuff. But this particular day, he happened to be riding the bus with me, right? And I remember I was getting on the bus, and I was like, I'm gonna hire me a watch. I'm gonna hire me a Benz. I can't wait. I'm about to get me a Mercedes. And he looked at me, was like, yeah, keep dreaming. And I was like, and I remember, man, I was probably, 16, 17, something like that. No, I think I was younger than that. I really was. And I remember that affected me, man. That I was like, man, this dude told me keep dreaming. Like, bro, please, you ain't gonna get nothing. And guess what? I went on, because I was talking about I was doing my rapping, and that's how I was gonna get me a Benz. And I remember, he said keep dreaming, and I'm like, man, that kind of hurt my little feelings. I'm like, damn. And I remember, like I said, I went on doing my music and stuff. I ended up getting a record deal with this company called Outlaw Records. Outlaw Records, we ended up getting a label deal with Universal, right? So I started doing my music. And I remember at one point I went on this tour, a prison tour. where I went to all these prisons in the East Coast, in the Midwest, right? And through Indiana and all these prisons, and I did music. I took my music in there and I rapped, and I encouraged the guys. And I'll never forget, I saw that guy in there. And he was looking, and he looked at me. And I could see it in his face. He was like, he remembered me. And I remember him fading to the back once he saw it was me. He faded to the back and left. But I wanted to see him, but I wasn't, I wasn't going to gloat on him like, yeah, what? I thought I wasn't going to do nothing. That wasn't my attitude at all. I didn't feel like that, but I was, I just wanted to encourage him. Because the prison where I was at, if you was at that prison, that means you had some big time. But that guy saw me, and I remember I could see it. I could see his spirit just like break, just seeing me. And I was like, wow. So sometimes you got to take the stairs to get to your dreams. A lot of us want to take the escalator, the elevator. We want to go up fast and keep doing it all fast. But how many know that just don't, that's not the sauce, man. That's not the sauce. You don't just, you just don't, things just don't go fast like that. You feel me? Things just don't things just don't happen. You feel me? Like it takes time to do what you want to do. Sometimes, like I say, y'all heard me say before, it takes longer to build a skyscraper than it does a chicken coop. It takes longer to build a skyscraper than it does a chicken coop. So sometimes when you building something, when you're going after your dreams, it take a minute, man. It's okay. It's okay. Let's look at some people that really just was persistent, and that's the only reason why they came up. Okay. Let's talk about this. This study by the University of Saturn, it showed only 8% of people stick to their New Year's resolutions. 8% of people. But those who do see transformational change. It was a Harvard Business Review study that showed that entrepreneurs who persist after failure are more than twice as likely to succeed their second try. You see that? This is the truth. Now let's look up a few people who gave up too soon. Just gave up too soon. So did you know that the Beatles, we all know the Beatles, most of us, one of the biggest bands in the world. They had a record label called Decca, D-E-C-C-A Records. It rejected the Beatles, saying that the guitar groups was way out. They basically gave up too soon because they said boy bands with guitar groups wasn't winning. A few groups had tried it, but they failed. So when the Beatles came, they like, oh, this is not going to work, and they gave up on it. The next people invested in the Beatles, and before you know it, the Beatles was the biggest group in the world. Come on, man. What about the 12 publishers that rejected J.K. Rowling's manuscript? That was Harry Potter. They got rejected by 12 publishers. Rejected the whole story. 12 publisher said that's not good enough. They gave up before even trying. And now the Harry Potter legacy is a $1 billion movement. Other people had chances, but they gave up on it. Listen, giving up too soon can cost you everything, man. And even though things may look hectic for you now, but you were meant to win. All right? You were meant to win. That's all I got. That's all I got, y'all, today. That's all I got. Simply don't give up on your dreams. Do y'all know that all I ever wanted to be was a rapper? Did y'all know anybody that know me, that you ask anybody that knows Corey Cofield, that's all I was known for is music. Nothing else. Music, absolutely. That's all I wanted to do. I pursued it with everything I had. I've lost jobs at Chrysler and Ford. I've lost all kind of good opportunities that didn't line up with music because that's all I wanted to do. I had some success, but now look what I'm doing. I'm still talking. I'm still speaking. I'm still in front of people. So this here is actually part of what I wanted to do. This is actually part of my life coming true, my dreams coming true, speaking to you right now. So in that, I'm telling you that your dreams that you have could sometimes take on a different pattern or a different look. But that doesn't mean that they weren't meant to happen. And so I'm talking to you, God, thank you. Yah, thank you. For every person that listens, every dream that's deep in us, I thank you for dusting it off. Yah, I thank you for reigniting the dreams that's inside of the people who are listening. I thank you of where we reached obstacles that will be destroyed. Where we've reached barriers and hurdles, may we jump over them. Yah, I thank you that it's not too late. I thank you that every person that's hearing this message will be encouraged and ignited to say, you shall win. We thank you, Father, for encouraging us today to not give up. We thank you for encouraging us not to give up. I know things are going a little wild right now, but Yah has never lost control. He's still in control, still sitting on the throne, and still controlling everything. Believe it. Believe it. So you keep trusting Yah, and you keep trusting your dreams and your heart, and watch you come up. Watch you come up. Just open your heart up today to new ideas and witty inventions, new ways to calculate and get what you want done. May it work. And may you be connected with every person that's conducive to helping you jump the line. This throat coat tea is so delicious and it worked so much. I'm so grateful to y'all. I'm so grateful to y'all. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all run over to YouTube, subscribe, Corey_Cofield. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff, filming a lot of content on like stuff you just heard, talks you just heard. And just helping people be great. And if you want to catch all the new stuff we're doing, then subscribe to Corey_Cofield at YouTube. That's where it'll be, okay? Also, if you need that partner, we just talked about statistics on people being helped when they got partners. Go to CoreyCofield.com. We got several different packages to help you get to your dreams. I don't like to say chase your dreams, because whatever you chase, you will never catch. You don't have to chase your dreams. They're in you. You have to become your dreams. You have to become what's in you already. I believe in you, and I thank you for believing in me. All right. Going over to CoreyCofield.com too and get your custom merch. Y'all see I'm rocking the custom merch today. Mind the Fest, Do Not Disturb hoodies, Make America Dream Again, hats, t-shirts. We got a lot of different merch to help us be able to get the money to be able to shoot the stuff we need to shoot. So go over to CoreyCofield.com, go to our shop, see if some you like, and place an order for us, y'all. Be Like, thank you. Thank you, beautiful lady. Be Like Foundation, shouts out to her and the movement she's doing to assist people, children that fight cancer. Y'all go check her out, the Be Like Foundation. Shout out to, all my people that watch me. Jackie, how you doing? If you watching this morning, Sharon, hey, shout out to Sign With Me, person who's making innovative strides on helping the people with the hearing impaired, doing a lot of big stuff in that lane. So shout out to Sign With Me. Go look them up. If you need something filmed, I-60 Studios. I like Isaiah 60 Studios. That's my production company. We do websites, logos. I did this, t-shirt designs. Like I said, websites. We do mobile app development. Pretty much we get whatever you need to advertise, we can get it done. All right, so that's that, This is the morning shift for Corey Cofield, where we shift your perspective to only see what you wish to experience, knowing that your perspective will create your life. And that's pretty much our time, y'all. We almost was here for an hour with you guys. Thank y'all for showing up. We'll be back tomorrow. We stream Monday through Saturday. Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I just want to wake up whenever I wake up. But it still be 4 a.m. But I normally do my little meditations and I, jump back, may go to bed, watch something, watch a little TV, because I don't watch TV when I say, different shows. So Sunday, I just be relaxing, man, even though that's the first day of the week. But, I just be chilling. So Sundays, y'all won't see me streaming. I may go live later on in the day, but guess what? I'm working on something else. I'm working on another morning show for Saturday mornings on this network. I keep y'all posted on that. Y'all can check it out. I'll be streaming every Saturday morning on, like I said, this network. It should be dope, So. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all keep believing. Keep going after what you love, man, and don't let nothing stop you. Nothing stop you. Don't let nothing stop you. Because guess what? If you don't, you won't. I want to go over a couple more things before we jump off, because I said we will be talking about these things. So I want to make sure I cover them. So we talked about how scientific studies prove that success favors those who keep going, right? And we didn't talk about that one. That we talked about why persistence beats talent in the long run. We talked about a groundbreaking study by Angela Duckworth, the University of Pennsylvania, introduced the concept of grit, defined as passion and sustained persistence. That applying grit, people were more likely to succeed than people that had high IQs and talent. Okay. I had to redo something on TikTok, so sorry about that. My apologies. So let's talk about quickly how scientific studies prove this, that success favors those who keep going. It's something called the 10-year rule, deliberate practice. According to Andrew Edison, world-class performers in music, chess, sports, etc., generally practice at least 10 years before they reach their peak success. So it's a 10-year rule. You really got to do something for like 10 years before it just really blows up. So stay consistent in what you're doing. Okay? According to this study, you have to practice or do whatever you're doing for at least 10 years to come to the top of the rack, right? What matters most is not raw talent, but consistent and deliberate practice. All right? Listen, one more. Carl Dweck, growth mind theory. Individuals with growth mindset believe effort leads to improvement, and they are more likely to persist after failure. It was a Harvard study that followed individuals for decades, found that resilience, not intellect, was the strongest predictor of life satisfaction and achievements. This was done in a study by Harvard. Triumph of experience. This was a study done by the Men of Harvard Grant Study. It followed individuals for decades and found that resilience, not intelligence, was the strongest predictor of whether a person was successful or not. So I'm saying, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you were called to do. Don't give up on nothing that you want. Keep going, keep persistent, and keep doing what you got to do, right? Keep doing what you got to do. Chowzetta. Yade. Drinking my tea. The throat coat. Y'all have an amazing day, man. I'm out of here. I'm going to eat me some breakfast this morning. I got a few things to do. Let me ask y'all, what y'all got going today? What goals do you have set up? Make sure you look at your blueprint, right? We talked about that blueprint of your life. Once you write down and you get the final blueprint of what you want your life to look like, you got to go after it. You got to read it every single day. I'm going today and I'm getting me a plan, another planner, calendar, because I be moving around too much a lot of times, moving too fast, and sometimes I'll miss an appointment I was supposed to have. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to get me a planner, and I'm writing in my planner with a pen. See, a lot of times we depend on those phones and our cellular communication devices. And, we don't write it down. And so I'm going to get me a planner today, and I'm going to start writing down in pen my appointments and the stuff I got to do. And I'm not leaving the house until I look at it the night before. See what I got to do the next day. It's important to do that, to keep stuff organized and planned. And so I'm getting better at that, y'all. So just keep sending good energy my way on that. And I so appreciate y'all being here. We almost streamed almost an hour. I just want to be on at least an hour minimum. Sometimes I've been on an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I'll probably go back on live today sometimes, I want to be consistently here. I want to be consistently around and show you help have a different perspective on life, to know that it's amazing and that you'll win. So let me tell you this, today you win. Today you meet the people conducive to helping you move forward. Today every negative relationship is being severed. Every door that's open illegitimately is being closed. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. When people walk out your life, let them. In order to get to certain places, you gotta cut off certain things. So don't fight the process. When things start getting removed from your life, when people start getting removed from your life, relax. If they were meant to be there, they'll come back. Just believe that, okay? I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you would, run over to YouTube, give me a subscribe, hit that subscribe button, Corey _Cofield. You know, you can go to CoreyCofield.com, get my new book, Follow Your Yellow Brick Road, hardcover, Passion Leads to Your Provision. This book here is changing lives. I just ain't said. Let me read one of the quotes before I go. Every chapter, every perspective in here, I got right before I got a quote, something that can be helpful to you, right? So let me see. Page 9. The quote here is we're all superheroes who can manifest our deepest desire and dreams. So y'all go get the book if you haven't got it. Corey Cofield, Follow Your Yellow Brick Road. Your passion leads to your provision. Yo, we can use the help, right? Got a lot of more stuff coming, y'all. A lot of more stuff coming down the pipeline. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a y'all day. Only see what you wish to experience, and don't let anybody drop your energy. Don't let anybody stop you or make you drop your energy and vibrate at a low level through arguing, gossip, unbelief, or grief, or any kind of other bull crap people want to put in your life. Y'all have a y'all day. See y'all tomorrow.